Cheers and welcome my friends, I'm Hordes and we are playing Europa Universalis IV together with the newest DLC, the Cossacks. We're playing as Russia and formed it out of Novgorod, and we are embroiled in a war with Sweden. And to be honest, I don't really feel like fighting them anymore. I think we should cut our losses and end this, because we're not in that good of a situation. We are paying through our teeth for interest. We have a debt of nearly 6,000 ducats, and I fear that if we continue fighting this, we are down to half our manpower. If we continue to fight this, we are going to have some problems. So what are we going to do? I think we're going to make peace with Sweden. We might be able to get something out of Saxony, but not really sure. I don't have the 10 war score to do that, so we won't do it. Yeah, what are we going to do? White peace, they will accept that. Could I take Viborg? Yes. Can I take Savolax? Yes. Those are the two that I wanted. Can I take Nyland? Yes. Finland, not so much. I think we would take Savolax and Viborg for ourselves and Nyland for the Livonian Order. Or what we could do is take war operations. I don't want that. Can we take money? Money would help me a fair bit. Nope, that doesn't work. I would be willing to go up to 19. So I guess we have to flip this to the Livonian Order. I'm going to take these two for ourselves because they lie in the Novgorod trade node. I want to control that as completely as we can. I had actually hoped that the Commonwealth would do a bit more fighting. They have actually not exceeded my expectations. They have only 70 trust with us. Yeah, I'm a bit sad. They fought a lot of wars over here, a lot of battles over there, but didn't really help us in finishing off the Swedes. I mean, the Swedes are not looking too good. If we have a look at their army, they have no manpower left, so every battle they lose now would actually hurt them pretty badly. Well, the problem is they have a lot of men down here. They have 50,000 men, and even though the Livonian Order is running around there, they won't really be able to help us, and we have only a couple of men standing around here, because I have sent 20,000 of our men, 21,000, down here to take Crimea before they could enter a coalition. We're going to take these guys. And that's why I think we're going to end the war, to not accrue too much debt. Still having these two colonies over here. We're also exploring in the east. Trying to find our way to Siberia. Yeah, I think we're going to cut our losses and end this war. We can always attack them at another time when they are more weakened. We're going to take a fair chunk out of them. Oh, now they would be willing to do more. Odd. Won't really gain too much aggressive expansion. Yeah, I guess I like it. We're going to do that. So, yeah, fine. Send the demands. Yes, and we're done. So we're going to make a core out of these provinces. And Livonian Order is already coring this. And my armies I can send back. I have to do something about the outrageous amount of money that we are losing each turn. And I think it comes down to the fort maintenance, but I don't really know if I can avoid having that many forts. I'm not sure. What kind of a fort does this have? Only a castle. Alright, alright. Maybe I should have gone with defensive ideas instead of quantity. How many troops can we build? 80. One of our problems is that I still have to use some of my soldiers to keep down the guys in the provinces, and that I have a sizable stack exploring over here. If I could have thrown 80,000 men at Sweden, then we might have won that. Well, it's entirely my fault, so that's just how it goes. And we have some rebel factions, Crimean separatists. Yeah, so maybe we're going to send these guys down here, just to make sure we don't get any problems. We're going to certainly destroy the fort in Theodoro, because we don't need that. All this stuff is being protected by other forts. I don't want to get rid of the forts. It's not an option. All I can do is bring all their maintenance down. Like that. That should do something for our bottom line. And then I should actually get rid of the advisor, but he's so cheap for what he brings us. He only costs 8. And he's already 70, so I think I'm going to keep him until he dies. That has to be worth something. Maybe we can get a guy that brings down the... Ooh, a Cossack advisor. Very nice. And who are you? That looks odd. Looks kind of Eastern. Chinese even. The hat. No, I'm not sure. It's fine. He can look however he wants. We're pumping a lot of points into admin, even though we are pretty far ahead. I don't really think that's worth it anymore. I think we should pump more into military, because we want to fill out these ideas and not fall behind. So I'm going to change the focus. And then we're going to let it run again. Send our armies down there. Bukhara has been discovered fabricating a claim on our province. You naughty guys. So good. We're no longer a rival for Sweden. They chose Commonwealth as their rival. Really? That's odd. That's really odd. How about England? England also lost Sweden as their rival. They think Sweden isn't worth it anymore. Which I find funny. What? This province is called St. Michael? St. Michel? Crazy. Olofsborg. Viborg. Really? Alright then. Crimean separatists are going to be a pain in the bum. Whereas I Finnish separatists, so maybe we should put these guys into place. And Trebizondian separatists aren't really going to be a problem. I really like that the missionary or religious ideas also make the culture conversion cheaper. It's the perfect idea group for Russia. I really want this war to end, so I can finally bring down the maintenance of my troops. Are we? Yeah, and we won the siege of Theodoro. So, Crimea, let me take all your provinces off your hands, and we're also going to take all your money stash, which is not inconsiderable. I think we can use that to pay back some loans or improve our money situation otherwise. This will annoy our neighbors a fair bit, but they are already so annoyed. Can't really help that. Anything else that you can do? You can give up claims in Zaporozhye. Can revoke the call on Taman. Yeah, why not? Yeah, they have been utterly beaten, utterly defeated. And we're going to take all their stuff now. Which will give us only 38% overextension, so it shouldn't really matter. No. I'm going to use this place to call the provinces. Yeah, why not? Be done with it. How long will the rebel factions take? 2 years, 3 years. I'm going to bring down the maintenance. Can't really run a deficit. It's just too crazy. I have to bring down the inflation. We'll have at some point to take the economic idea group. I really should do that. Let's bring up the speed. We are culture converting provinces, so Saratov, where is it? Over here, is now Russian culture, which is very nice. And the estates demand territories again. At the beginning I was a great fan of the estates, but they're actually pretty micromanagey. They also give some nice bonuses, but nah, oh well. So let me have a look at the estates map, I guess. That's in political? Yes. So Boyaros are controlling that place. I don't really want too many estates in my home trade node. I don't want that autonomy and all that. We're going to convert these things to Russian and Orthodox. They're going to be part of our core heartland. Yeah, estates map is what I wanted. So the clergy is controlling this. This is controlled by the Cossacks. Oh. How does this place look? Will it bring the clergy to a point where they need to be? Did that do it for the clergy? Yes, it did. How are the boyaros looking? Do they need a lot or just a little? 0.6. 0.6 do they need? Alright, where do we have a fort? Oh, a lot of manpower actually. I should look at manpower. Alright. A lot of manpower over here, a lot of manpower over there. Manpower. These places give me a fair bit of manpower, but they're also very valuable provinces. And I'm not that hungry for manpower. Now, Moscow already belongs to the boyars. That's why it does give me so much manpower. Well, I guess it's fine if I gave Ryazan to the boyars. Would give me a fair chunk of manpower. So I have that. It's a really valuable province. They should be more than content with that. Yes. Very nice. I should give the burghers some provinces, maybe some highly developed things, but don't really want to give away Novgorod. Maybe we could give them Crimea. How about it? What would that do for us? Local trade power plus 50%. That's not bad actually. But this isn't an important center of trade. If I could give them Azov. Oh, this place is producing slaves. Really? That doesn't seem very Christian of us. So if I give that to the burghers. Yeah, 50% more local trade power is actually quite a bit. Don't really hold this for the money. I'm going to give this to the burghers. And then we have one more place. That's actually in a different trading place. Yeah, Tula. We're going to give that to the burghers as well to get more trade power. Like that. I think I just have to be strategic with doling out provinces. I really should have given Nizhny Novgorod to the burghers. No, we don't really need more trade power in this place. Commonwealth is sucking 0.05 out of this, but there's only one way you can suck stuff out of this. Where we should actually use our power is down here. So I might take this merchant. Although we're also transporting lots of this stuff up here. No, I think trade is doing pretty well for us. We gave Tula to the burghers. We're still missing Astrakhan. If I can get Astrakhan, I will give it to the burghers. And just need more merchants. I don't have enough merchants. One of the problems is that I have to use one to collect over here. Yeah. Our merchant in Kazan is useless in any case. We're going to take this guy and get him to transfer the stuff north. We now have a lot of trade power in this node. We don't want that much money going to the Ottomans. That's just not right. It would be nice to get Yedison. How about our explorer? Have you finished exploring that province? Yes, you did indeed. So go over there. And one of our loans expired. I'm going to pay that back. So go away. I'm going to put that on best guess. Still culture converting, and we have renewed another loan because I didn't have the money for it. Burghers are still not very happy. We're going 10 influence and 10 loyalty. I'm going to do that. Oh, we're getting more trade efficiency, very nice. We could do this. And it would bring up their influence to 65, which is not a problem really. Going to do that. No, that's silly. Could get some more taxes. That would allow us to pay for one loan, I think. If loyalty is above 60. So we have to just keep it above 60. They would lose 5, so they would be at 63. which is fine. Very good. What can we do with you? We'll lose 15 loyalty. That will bring them to 62. That's still okay. Oh, could get more manpower. I'm going to leave that for some dire situation. What about the clergy though? They don't have enough influence for some of this. Could increase our patriarchal authority. 10 influence, 10 loyalty. That would not help us really. Admin support, no. But yeah, taxing the burghers is actually a pretty nice thing. I like it. I like it very much. What about the Cossacks though? 10 loyalty and 10 influence. Why not actually? Spending our prestige for that. Our prestige recharges pretty quickly because we are the northern center of arts. We have religious traditions, some power projection, and are trading in fur. So this has helped us a bit. Didn't really expand our options in here. Well, that's fine. But now all the estates are on my good side. I just have to juggle them around a bit. I enjoy the feature still. I think it's a bit micromanagey, but oh well. We have to live with it. At least we have... Yeah, we're transporting a lot more forward in here. And, letting a lot less of this stuff go to waste. The Ottomans. We're not losing anything in here. We don't really need a merchant up there. But trade ideas would actually be pretty nice to steer some more trade. Don't need it at the moment, but we might certainly need it in the future. Colonies are growing nicely. How's our income situation looking? Yeah, that did something, I guess. Not a whole lot, but we still have a lot of loans. I'm not going to spend that money. We need a bit of cash for rainy days. But at least it's good that we could pay 2 loans back. Because if I would repay the loans now, I would still pay all of the interest. So it doesn't really make financial sense to do that, to immediately repay the loans. Yeah, I think we're going to end it here. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please give me a like. If you didn't, tell me why in the comments, so I can improve. And if you want to see more of this series in the future, then please consider subscribing if you aren't already. I hope you join me next time for yeah, generally reforming the Russian Empire, paying back our debt, and eyeing up our next conquest. So I really would like to get the Golden Horde, but they are allied with Bukhara, who's over here, and they're very big. They're pretty big. On the other hand, they are my only enemy in the east. If I can eat them, my back is completely defended. No one can really annoy me over there. So we're going to do that at some point, but I want to explore all these things first. And then we're going to probably march against Bukhara, who has a sizable army, 67,000, but they are steppe hordes, so they shouldn't really be too strong against us. They have a lot of artillery though. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Might pull in the Commonwealth if we can amass another 10 favors. Maybe they will do a bit more for us than the war against Sweden. But, well, anyway, I hope you join me next time. Thanks and bye bye.